Today is the last round of play-in games that will round out the rest of the NBA playoffs. Warriors are seeking to be just the second 10-seed play-in team to make the playoffs, joining the Heat of last season. Meanwhile, the Hornets are seeking their first playoff appearance since the 2015-16 season. It's the longest active drought in the association. NBA analyst Iman Shumpert joins us to break down these matchups. And Shump, the Warriors are coming off that big comeback win over the Clippers. Steph Curry led the Dubs with 35 points, making it look effortless while on a minutes restriction. So what's the formula for Golden State to beat the Suns tonight?
I think the formula stays the same. Golden State knows how they play and they know what they like to do, alongside the fact that they have some veteran leadership that not only comes off the bench but starts out there with a championship pedigree. They understand how to make sure they play through Steph. I thought the great thing about last game was that Steph Curry didn't get it going till later on, right? But getting it going with Steph Curry does not mean a bunch of ISO basketball. Anytime Steph Curry gets it going, it means that your team is encouraged to play together. That means there's a lot of cutting, there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of dribble handoffs, actions. Steph Curry scores off of going off of actions. Anytime Steph Curry gets in a mode like that, it means your team cohesion has come together. That's a direct indication. But the biggest thing to watch for me with this matchup is to see who makes decisions on the Phoenix Suns side. Is there going to be another game where Jalen Green makes all the decisions instead of running things through Devin Booker? Because running things through Devin Booker kind of does the same thing on the other side. But it's going to be an interesting game to see how they compete tonight.
And meanwhile, Shump, the first game tonight in the Eastern Conference, the Magic taking on the Hornets. Charlotte coming off that thrilling overtime victory, I should say, over the Heat on Tuesday. LaMelo Ball had 30 in that one. Wasn't quite efficient, though. What does he need to do to lead the Hornets to a win tonight?
He needs to continue to stay aggressive. LaMelo Ball did an incredible job of making sure that though he wasn't shooting the ball as well, though Con Knipple wasn't shooting the ball as well, it didn't deteriorate him from getting downhill and making sure that I'm going to keep pressure on the defense. And not only am I going to break through with your guards, I'm going to make sure to put pressure on your backline guys. I'm going to make sure to put pressure on guys to have to rotate 1 or 2 times, maybe 3 times. It doesn't matter. You have to stay aggressive in those ways because settling sometimes with just threes without actions can lead to a defense keeping their legs and then getting onto the other end in transition. So I think he just needs to stay aggressive, make sure that they take good shots so shots land around the rim, and then they can make sure to get second chance attempts at the rim.
Winner, of course, gets the 1-seed Pistons in the East. By the way, despite being on the road in Orlando, Charlotte is favored by 3.5 points in tonight's play-in game.
Chris Canty and Evan Cohen. What's up, guys? Are we ready for some power rankings?
Let's go.
Absolutely.
Okay, so for our
You know how to turn the power on? Just out of curiosity.
No, I definitely don't.
Okay.
I definitely do not know how to turn the power on. So that's why we're going to talk about it in a very positive way as I boost our morale. Here is my top 5 for today is going to be guys who cannot lose in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Let's kick it off.
Number 5.
Number 5, Donovan Mitchell of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Guys, we have not talked about the Cavs hardly at all when we're talking about these playoffs. And maybe it's because they didn't win as many games this year. They won 52 games this season after coming off that 64-win season last year. They've dropped in offensive and defensive rankings. It's not as formidable from a number standpoint as they were last year, but they have the addition of James Harden. And here's what Donovan Mitchell had to say about James Harden coming to the Cavs and their shots of winning. He said, I don't want to say it's his last shot or my last shot either, but it's our best shot. There's a reason why he chose here. He sees it. We know what we've got to do. Now, how do we do it? Him and I are going to be fine. If this is your best shot to do it, you better get it done. You cannot lose in the first round.
Donovan Mitchell has been to the playoffs every year of his NBA career, and he's never been past the second round. At some point, that's got to change. I love Donovan Mitchell. I would want him on my team.
He's been with the Jazz and the Cavs post LeBron James.
Okay. He's still been to the playoffs every single year.
Yeah, I think he's got a big part in doing that for those franchises.
Yeah, he's awesome.
The reason why he can't break through, I don't think is Donovan Mitchell's fault. I'm not pinning that on Donovan Mitchell.
I'm just saying, I agree with Smalls. You can't lose in the first round of the playoffs.
Well, Well, yeah,
They're playing the
I think it's because of the Raptors. But here's the thing that I will say, I think Cleveland can't lose in the first round of the playoffs. If Donovan Mitchell loses in the first round of the playoffs, I don't think it sticks to him. I think it's an indictment on Cleveland, and Donovan Mitchell is going to be looking for the door. I think that's what it comes down to.
I think Kenny Atkinson gets let go, honestly, if they
whether they keep Kenny Atkinson or not, I think they're going to have a hard time keeping Donovan Mitchell, period.
All right, Smalls.
Next one.
Number 4.
Number 4 is going to be a 2-for-1. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. When Jason Tatum came back from injury, the Boston Celtics hit another gear. Everyone, almost everyone, is writing them in to get to the finals in the East. They have looked really great together. They have that championship DNA. I'm sorry. You two, with the way that you're playing and what's on the line, cannot lose to the Sixers in the first round.
I'll go one step further. You don't get to then say it was a gap year if you do lose in the first round. We've already established this is not a gap year. Celtics fans, Celtics media, Celtics players have laughed at the gap year concept. It doesn't then once again become a gap year if you do lose in the first round.
Yeah, the whole point of the gap year is to have the high lottery pick see the Indiana Pacers.
Right.
They're taking a gap year.
Yes.
That is not the Boston Celtics. They in it to win it. If you lose to the Sixers,
Yeah, you get critiqued for that.
oh yeah.
Oh, I
Next
see
one.
Cece's look. Cece's look is like, I'm ready to critique them for that one.
He is?
Yeah. He's pre-taking that.
I'm just gonna say this. All the pressure is on Boston in that series.
All of it.
There is no pressure on the Sixers.
Not
and
at
for
all.
those young guys that are fearless, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, zero pressure on. Boston better make quick work of Philadelphia. Don't let this thing be a 6 or 7 game series.
He's pre-taking a pre-tick.
Maybe they should have been higher on the
breadcrumbing it a
list.
little bit. I'm breadcrumbing it a little bit.
Ooh, here we go.
I'm breadcrumbing it a little bit.
Pre-take. Smalls number 3.
Number 3.
Kevin Durant, you have had hardly any playoff success since Golden State. You cannot lose to the LA Lakers without 2 of their 3 best players. You cannot lose when Luka and Austin Reeves are injured. You cannot let LeBron James in his 40s and year 23 of his career bounce you in the first round. KD and the Houston Rockets, you better get it done.
Lakers in 7. I think the Lakers are going to win the series.
So basically what you're saying is for everything that Houston gave up in order to acquire Kevin Durant, you would be talking about them having the same playoff fate that they had last year? Which is losing in the first round in 7 games?
Well, they gave up everything to get Kevin Durant, thinking their team was something that their team ended up not being. The Fred VanVleet
is hurt. Okay, that's fair.
Huge part of it.
That's fair.
We didn't even when he got hurt, we didn't think it was going to be this big of a deal.
But there still should be a net game losing Fred VanVleet and Jalen Green, and you're getting Kevin Durant. Like there still should be a net gain, and that net gain has to be you getting out of the first round against a team down 2 of its top 3 scores.
That's right. You're right about that.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure we're aligned.
Houston played really well at the end of the season, but there seemed to be some weird stuff with them all year. And then you're going to say, well, what weird stuff? I can't put my finger on it. It just seems like they're not connected.
Yes.
That's how I would say it. They don't feel connected.
No, it sounded like you were in the excuse-making business bringing up Fred VanVleet. I was just making sure.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay. Number 2, Smalls.
Number 2.
This one might be a bit controversial because he is only 24 years old and because of who they're playing. But I think Anthony Edwards cannot lose in the first round to the Denver Nuggets. I know that this is kind of our most recent postseason rivalry that we have going between Denver and Minnesota. But Ant has been to back-to-back Western Conference Finals, and he is supposed to be him. He's young, and he's had a lot of success. But at some point, we're going to give him the Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson treatment where we say, okay, you're going to be him. We need to see you in the finals. I do not want Ant losing in the first round.
I'm a little miffed at this one. I'm like, Smalls, so you think Anthony Edwards has a better team around him than Nikola Jokic?
I'm not saying that. I just say the way that we talk about him,
okay.
I need him, Anthony Edwards, to be him. I need him to be the reason why it doesn't matter who they play, that they're getting out of the first round of the playoffs. And I say this as a sign of respect. I mean, because I think he's that good.
Okay, I understand you think he's that good, but he's going up against a guy that's a 3-time MVP and had his best statistical season ever.
Right.
Like Nikola Jokic averaged a triple-double this year. He led the league in rebounding and assists. And it's the first player that's ever done that. And you're saying that Anthony Edwards can't lose to that guy?
Yeah.
In the first round of the playoffs?
Do we give Lamar and Josh Allen a pass if they lose to Mahomes?
They didn't lose to Mahomes this year.
But I'm saying, exactly.
But they didn't lose to Mahomes this year. This is, Nikola Jokic is still the Mahomes of it. You know what I'm saying? He is still on the board that he's the best player in the world. That's debatable. I don't know. That one's a little hard.
It's controversial.
Okay.
It's controversial.
Number one,
Evan?
Smalls.
Okay.
Number 1.
Number 1, it's Mike Brown. It's Mike Brown. Tom Thibodeau took the New York Knicks to the Eastern Conference Final, and they posted their best mark that they've had in a quarter century, in 25 years, and the organization said, that's not good enough. We are a team that needs to get to and win the finals. This is a team that feels like the clock is ticking on them as currently constructed based on the pressure. James Dolan came out this year saying they have what it takes to win the finals. You cannot lose in the first round to Atlanta. I don't care how hot they were down the stretch.
Evan?
She fired him. I didn't fire him. Number 1, Mike Brown. Number 2, Ant-Man. Number 3, KD. Number 4, Brown and Tatum. Number 5, Donovan Mitchell. The top 5 can't lose people in the first round of the NBA playoffs. I know we're leaving out.
We're leaving out one big one.
Well, Wemby can't lose. SGA.
JB Bickerstaff can't lose.
Oh, you're firing him?
I'm not firing him. You would fire him.
I would not.
I'm just saying, JB Bickerstaff cannot lose to the feisty Charlotte Hornets. If the Hornets end up winning against the Magic tonight, JB Bickerstaff can't lose that game.
I think Wemby could totally lose, and it's fine.
You think it's fine?
Yeah, I don't think we feel.
way.
I don't think we feel any different about him next year if he loses this year.
No, Pat.
To Portland?
If they lose to Portland,
I mean, it would be bad, but I don't think next year we're Wemby's really got to get it done this year. We already think he's great. We have fast forwarded Wemby because of his level of maturity, his level of play, and his level of readiness to handle being a superstar. So then why don't we hold Anthony Edwards to that? Who's already been to the conference finals twice?
Conference finals twice.
Well,
he's done something in the playoffs.
Not really. Getting to the conference finals
is
is
arguably the best player in the sport.
Winning playoff series matters. He's won 2 playoff series each of the last 2 postseasons. That matters. That's more than what Wemby has done in the playoffs.
Tune in for baseball action tomorrow. Yankees host the Royals, presented by Progressive Insurance. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and in the ESPN app. He's suited and booted. Pat Costello with I'm Over It next on Sportsmanlike.